Alright guys, we're jumping back into Final Fantasy 1. This is part 6. We're in the Marsh Caves right now, and we are trying not to die. It is the Marsh Caves, right? Marsh B2 specifically. So we recently got poisoned in one of the fights. We're gonna cure all this up. We don't need that in our lives. We have a cottage, we have this. I probably should have used an Asuna, but I don't think it really matters. Oh, use outdoors. Oh, we could be in trouble, actually. I didn't even read that it had to be used outdoors. So we really need our monk. Okay. So this has gotten much more difficult than I initially thought. Am I supposed to fight every fight? Because maybe not. Here's the question. Do I want to go deeper? I don't think so. I don't think I have enough resources to actually win this. Okay, skeletons aren't too bad. We can knock out skeletons all day. That's actually not too bad of a fight. Let's get a little bit of damage, of course. But all in all, shouldn't be too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually leave the cave and then use the, oh, I guess there's no way out north. We're going to use the cottage and see if that restores a lot of HP and MP, and we're actually just going to run away from this fight. I don't think I have enough to win it. Not with the paralyze. I guess what I'm getting at is it seems like we're in a little bit of a riskier situation. Alright, well, we gotta take some fights. We'll fight these gargoyles. They deal quite a bit of damage. I think the most frustrating thing about this game, which actually isn't even really that frustrating, is the fact if we lose a party member, we have to go all the way back to town. And the only reason that's annoying on my end is because I'm recording it. So, like, the episode could really much be, like, me going down, and then we lose a party member, and then I just go back to town and revive. That's always a tough aspect of it. Oh, enemy strikes first. That's not good. So they don't deal a lot of damage, but they do deal poison damage, and that is a killer. And I believe these guys are weak against the magical abilities. Yeah. So we've got Asuna, Antidote. Arguably, it might have actually been better to not even like cure the poison on our white mage, and then just give Lulu evasion. That could have been better. It's kind of tough to say. That's critical. And that'll be enough. Perfect. So we're going to see if there's anything we have to heal. I don't think so. Yeah, we're kind of in a spot, so to speak. We'll use the Asuna. That'll be the last of our magic. Okay, come on. Bat, please. He kept on blocking me. The important thing here is we did map out a little bit of the Marsh Caves, which could come in handy. I really want to be careful not to take too many steps here. Perfect. The reason is that one of our mages is already super low, so we don't want to die. If they die, we got to go all the way back to town. We'll save. I'm not sure if this fully recovers everything. I imagine it does, but I could be wrong. Okay, not quite. It recovers all the Oh, not even all the MP? No, it does recover all the MP. Okay, cool. I read that wrong. And we are going to go back down into the depths of the Marsh Caves. So we're actually going to go north here, and we're going to use this this way down. We'd gone south to do this before, but I want to see if there's any cool things here. And this could just be like a different way to go about, or, you know, I don't know if it's actually really matters. 680 gil, that's nice. Gil's not very useful when you're in the actual dungeon, so it's kind of like, I mean, cool, but like, yeah, like I don't really mind either way. So we really need Bolt to go off. Hopefully this is effective. I mean, sort of. It's not bad. And then once Orin gets his fists in there, it's going to be a lot of damage. So I think a lot of this is just gradually getting deeper and deeper in the Marsh Caves. We probably could have bought in a lot more potions. At a certain point, I'm like, do I even want to face these guys? There's a part of me that's like, oh man, like, come on. This should deal a lot of damage, but the crawlers are what we got to worry about. And that is a wipe, if I've ever seen a wipe. So we're going down south a little bit more. See, we have some more chests. A lot of gil. This could just be like a, I don't know what you call it, just not even like a it's just like grabbing resources. Like there's not really anything effective here, but it's almost just resource grabbing. So I really want Bolt to hit before the enemy hits, just in case we can wipe any of them out. It's like when we wipe out quite a few. We do get poisoned on our white mage, but if anyone was going to get poisoned, I'd prefer it to be the white mage. Just there's so much more health for her. So it's just a lot better. Now we gotta have that debate. Do we just use Asuna? Sure. I'm not too concerned about our magic level at that point, just because we have enough. And then we have a bat in our way, of course, and that should be done. I think we might have already explored everything in this this particular level. We'll bolt him again. Hit Orin for a lot. Lulu's getting a little bit low in HP, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal with the amount of healing we have on our white mage. We'll see if it transfers over though, or we'll see if that's enough throughout the journey. The loss of the potions is really detrimental. I don't know if there's a lot to explore there. We're going to use bolts, we're going to use ice. And that should kill all the werewolves. Okay, maybe not. I thought it might. I was thinking it may. So the reason I'm being so liberal with my use of magic here, I think we're going to head back to Elfheim and get a little bit more items here, just because I don't know if we stocked them appropriately. I'm real bad when it comes to the, like when the going gets tough, I'm kind of thinking like, I don't know how many floors are here, and we could definitely be dead. Like if we just blindly continue, we could be in a really bad spot. This is the opposite of a speed run. I guess you could say. I'm surprised no one's poisoned. I guess I probably could still use some form of magic just to be a little bit safer. Ice 2 should be more than enough to take out everything. Perfect. And this is actually really nice because we kind of can map out how close we are to Elfheim which is our base of operations for the time being. So we can see if we can just go up north. Oh, we're nowhere near Elfheim. Got it. Because we got to go all the way around. That's kind of annoying. We might not even need Ice 2 here, but it's definitely going to kill everything. One lonely Ghast. He's going to get hit for a lot of damage there. It's worth noting we got a bit of gil there. We got about 10,000. We started with about 7,000. But we know the Western Keep is north of Marsh Cave. And then we know Elfheim is east of Marsh Cave. And, you know, we kind of know the general location at this point, where everything is. These wolves are goners. I believe we're gonna go south here. And ogres aren't too bad. Once Orin gets a hit in, it should be kind of over. That's really the big decider here. That's all the damage that we do there. Here we are, Elfheim in view. And we can just blow magic. We don't really need to save anything. So I'm thinking that by like once we get like level 5, level 6 magic, we should be doing quite a bit with our mages. I mean, already they do a lot of damage, but I think they could do a lot better. Like, it almost, in my opinion, it feels like a late game pick, and I really hope it pays off, because we double down on the black mage, but we'll see if it's effective. So first thing we have to do is we have to go to the inn, rest up a little bit. Obviously we took a little bit of a beating there. I definitely oversubscribed to the idea of using those antidotes. I thought I'd need them a lot more than I did, and potentially I will need them later on, but at the point it doesn't seem like we use too many. Then we need to go to, is it this one? I don't think it's this one. Well, we'll give fire 2 to Lulu. Essentially what I'm doing is, because it's a level 3 and then a level 4 magic on the black mage, I double down on the ice and the fire. I just can deal more area of effect damage. When I initially got Fire 2 and Bolt 2, actually, I had hoped it was area of effect, but I wasn't sure. Did I mess that up at all? No. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if the game would allow you to purchase multiple Ice 2s for the same person. I know it doesn't make any sense, like there wouldn't be any functional, like, use for that, But the idea would be like, would the game allow you to like screw yourself over? Essentially, if to be honest. So we're gonna get 50 potions. I mean, that should be more than enough. Oh, we don't have enough for another cottage. One? Two. We might need gold needles. They could be a waste of money. I know we're really whittling down the amount of money we have, but if you notice when we're in the actual Marsh Caves, we got a bit of gil. Like we got around 3,000. So I don't really foresee us having too many money problems in the future until we hit another town. And at that point, we'll kind of be like, ooh, we're running low, and you know we'll deal with that as we get there. But within Elfheim's economy, I guess I'd say we're not gonna have any real issues. And we're just gonna punch the gas here. We probably could use low level magic with them. That might have been a smart idea, but I'm not really too worried. I mean, they dealt like a little bit of damage, but all in all, not too much of a threat. Got quite a bit of gil there. That's good, and we are just rushing back to Marsh Caves. So I think at this point we kind of like know the area that that everything is at. And we have haste for both mages. Yeah, we have haste level 4. So this is where it's going to get difficult with the haste and stuff. We are going to want to make sure that once we, I should say this, before we hit the bottom of Marsh Caves, we should keep haste open for at least one of our mages, because we got to think about it in terms of like a boss fight. If that is looking for us in the future, then we don't want to have haste unavailable, because my plan for boss fights is to equip or use haste on Orin, use steel to increase his attack power, and then just let him go to town, essentially. Like nothing really too fancy there. We're just gonna try to use the pure power of our monk to power through everything else. He really is the MVP of the party. Like, all the other cast is there to support him at this point, and as we get deeper and deeper into the game, ideally the true abilities of our mages shine through, and if not, we got a crazy punching man in the party, and that's the plan. I mean, you just think how much damage he does. He does so much. And the biggest benefit to the damage that Orin does is it doesn't require a resource. So like, it's not like a spell where we only have so much MP. It's pretty much like day in, day out, he's just a punching fool. He's punching like no one else. Probably ogres. Okay, no, we're goblin guards. Interesting. I will say, I was looking at some Final Fantasy II gameplay today, and I think the goblins just look better in the second iteration of the game. Not the second iteration, but you know, Final Fantasy II. Like I think the art just just looks better. Like it almost like fits a goblin more. I would almost say like these models almost look lifeless to a certain degree. It kind of, I don't know, it just kind of like eh. I mean, I think it is a little bit unfair because obviously, like, you know, you have a standard product, you have Final Fantasy 1, and then you can improve upon it with another game. So it's obviously, it's much worse if you have like something like Final Fantasy 2 and then you downgrade it to something worse. Then you're probably like in a little bit of trouble. And we're mostly using ice on these guys just because we want to get them out of our lives, like as soon as possible. Like, we're not here to mess around. And that's not even going to get us near the level of like not being able to use haste. That won't even be a problem. I think the main problem I have with the game though, with how I play it, is I think I just explore too much. And maybe not explore is a bad word. Like I just go to every single like nook and cranny, which leads to my death. like there is a level of like you can't do that because you will die, and I think I just need to understand that more. You know, this isn't Skyrim. You can't just jump everywhere and expect to live. And it's kind of fun because there's inherently a more difficult challenge there, to where it's like, hey man, you can't just do whatever you want. Like, you're gonna have to plan. You got to think like, oh, if I do this, I could die. Like that is always in your mind. Got a steel plate. This feels very warrior centric. It feels like they wanted me to choose warrior. Is there a fiend in here? A monster? Just an empty room? Enemy strikes first. That's not good. I want Vivi to use ice. Hey, I guess I'll get my choice. I guess Vivi will use ice. And I say I want Vivi to use ice because he hasn't used ice yet, but the game also was like, hey, yeah, how about he does use ice? I'm down for that. That is a perfect hit. That is good. That's very good. Knock out all the skeletons, of course, and then we just punch him with a iron. No big deal. No big deal. We got quite a bit of gil from that. And that's kind of what I was talking about when we went to Elfheim and blew all our gil. Like, we're just gonna get more, so it's not gonna be a problem. No real resources there. We use fire too. We probably could have used a low-level fire spell for Vivi, and that would have been a little bit more effective. I'm not sure I'll get punished too much for that, though. I think I'll just wipe him out anyways. Yeah. No punishment at this point. Oh, Blood One's a little bit tougher than I thought. Okay, well, we'll hit him some more. Come on, Orin. Do your punch thing. That should be more than enough. I think there's 4 rooms. Perfect. Found 295 gil. That's exciting. There should be some on the bottom as well. Nothing. Nothing. Hey. Found a cottage? Oh wow, that is big. That's 3,000 gil. Oh, that is good. Man, that's everything I needed right there. Honestly, that was really, really nice. I'm gonna use fire just because I don't want to get poisoned to all heck. Yeah, I figured one fire do enough. I figured like if fire works, it works, and if it doesn't, then I'll need the other one anyways. So like, why not just use it? Copper armlet. I think we already have like all of those equipped. We do. Okay, okay. No, I think copper armlet was a very good idea. Like, I'm really happy that I noticed that, because otherwise I think I would have gotten obliterated. And I think that might be the inherent issue I have, is I think my equipment just might not be up to par for what I'm doing here. And we're choosing to manually attack because these generally have higher magic defense. So there's not a lot we can do against them. Like, it's kind of a situation where we gotta be like, alright, we gotta do something that's effective for them. Like, even if we have all mages, like, we gotta punch them. Once Orin hits. There it is. We got 4 more rooms, right? Wait, have I already been down here? No, I haven't. Oh, this is the boss battle, right? Psycho Demon? How screwed am I? Okay, buddy. I should have done this before the battle. I didn't realize I'd get in trouble. Okay, I just need to land all the things I said I was gonna land there. And once I do, then it'll be GG for them. Her haste is perfect as a starter. That's a lot of damage. Ice. See, I never know if these are like threatening, like fiends or not, or monsters. Like so I've got to like assume they are. So I've got to, you know, be cautious. And hit him. Hit him with all you got. Ooh. Oh no, no, no. Okay, okay. Well, we really messed up. We should have done something a little bit more aggressive, because we could die here. We take out, oh my gosh, that's so much damage. This guy's crazy. It's absolutely nutty. I know magic doesn't do a lot against them, but I gotta do whatever I have, you know? I gotta give it my all. I can't lose anyone here. I mean, I really don't want to, at least. Perfect. Got 200 experience, 1200 gil. Obtained crown. Sweet. That seems useful. So it was a boss battle. See, what I said worked. I told you guys I'd be using all my haste. That was actually really effective. I don't know why you guys ever doubted me. I probably shouldn't record this as if it's live. It's not. No one ever actually doubted me. I just, you know, it's like to prove all the people wrong, right? All right, so here I think that's the boss battle. I don't think we need anything. We got a key item. Like, who cares? We're done, right? Use fire. You don't even need to save that last ice, but we will, because I don't know if we're actually done. But we really want to kill the crawler. I don't want to get any sort of paralyzed Orin. He's our star player. Should have named him Titus. Found 385 gil. I'm wondering if this game does a thing where, like, if you open a chest, it opens another one. Like, you lose out on other items. It'd be interesting. I know other games in the Final Fantasy series do that. So, like, that's not unheard of. Like, in any regard, so. Are we going deeper? Is there more to this cave? Bet me money right now. I bet you it's going to be locked by a mystic key, because everything in this game is locked by a mystic key. Like, for real, it's going to be like come back, but like once you get a plot device. It's like, alright, sure. I'll get a plot device and come back. I hope I'm wrong. I want to explore more of this Marsh Caves. Yep. That's what I thought. And there might not be anything critical to that room, but I figured it'd be locked by a mystic key. I want soft locks. I want to be able to go down there, but I want all the enemies to deal 3,000 damage. That'd be a little bit mean. If you're gonna be nice about it, you'd put like there's a mysterious feeling in the air. You feel like you shouldn't be here, and like then like someone who's like, "No, I can be here," and then they die, and it's like, "Oh, you really shouldn't have been, man." Doors locked with a mystic key. So Marsh Caves, that is something important to notate. Marsh Caves is also locked by a mystic key. Oh, this is a physical dude. This is the physical guy. So we're gonna just punch Grey Ooze into the ground. This video might be a little bit long. I might just go until we get out of Marsh Caves. You know, Marsh Caves, all its own chapter. Should be quicker to leave though. Maybe now I'm facing gargoyles. Okay, fire 2, all that stuff. It's a little bit of damage on Yuna. Maybe I extend this even longer. Maybe I go to Elfheim. I think I got everything. Like, I don't know if there's much else to explore. I got an item that made a noise. And that seems important to me. Now this is the big boy ice time. Knocked out a skeleton. I was gonna say, don't you dare paralyze Orin. That's a lot of ice. Not very effective considering we killed a lot of them already. But it's all good. Yeah, when I get out of here, I'm not going to be, or I'm going to try my hardest not to use the cottage. It's just so valuable. It doesn't seem worth it. Wait, where did I... I was gonna say, critical question, how do I get out of here? Got one more ice. One more good old ice. I really should learn to use those heals outside of battle. It's not really that big of a deal because I don't think the white mage is going to do a lot of physical damage to any enemies, but it's just a little bit less efficient, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit bad. White mage even misses. Oh yeah, we need to go the other way. I don't know why I keep on going north there. That's just wrong. Cool. We need Ice 2 to go off like soon because we just got our monk paralyzed, and that's not very good. And this should be really effective. Perfect. It's effective enough, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know, like, oh, you guys are done for, but it's like, all right, you guys are pretty in trouble. There it is. Yeah, paralyze is pretty annoying. I'm happy that it wears off fairly quickly. Because there's nothing... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me in Final Fantasy X and maybe others. I mean 12 as well, I think. But it reminds me of when you're going against Marlboro or whatever, and you get bad breath, and then you can't control your characters, and then you die. Like that's what it reminds me of. Where you like your characters just attack each other, or they're like they're asleep, and then they just get like decimated. Like it's like the loss of control is like the not fun part of it, if that makes sense. Like the fact that you can't even do anything to stop it. Like it's always stuff you would have had to do beforehand, which I mean I guess makes sense, but it's also like annoying because it's like, all right, well I would have done that, but now I can't, so like I guess I'm just dead. It's so tough to quantify too because the way Final Fantasy works. I don't think that's nearly like necessarily that bad like in certain games, but I think with Final Fantasy, because I mean not so much anymore, but in a lot of the earlier games you don't really have like checkpoints or anything like that, so like if you're just grinding or leveling up and investing time into that and then you die from a random battle, you kind of just like, what did I just do for the last 50 minutes? Like it's like I guess I'm dead and like none of it counts, which is kind of frustrating. But now I think most of the games have like checkpoints and stuff like that. Like I think they autosave, which I think call me a wimp, but I do like the auto-saving to a certain point. Like I think there should be just definable modes where it's like I want to play this game and I want it to be as difficult as possible, and then it's like, nah, I want this game to like I'm just hanging out and I'm just playing. Like I'm not looking for a real like intense gaming session or anything. Like I just want this to be fun. Like there's two different mindsets, so like you got to be able to choose the mode for your mindset. I'm trying to remember where the exit is here. It's tough to remember. The real question is, where do I put this crown? I know who needs it, but I forget where they are. One of the benefits of already have been playing this game before. It's up here. Yeah, it's up here. So we probably got like 2 more battles, counting this one till we leave. Need a little bit of magic here. Nothing too crazy. Might get poisoned. A little bit of poison. Like, these battles don't worry me too much. It's the paralyzed ones that do. I think this slime battles are almost like a battle of attrition. Like, it's kind of like the slow grinding away your resources with poison. That is the problem, because it's not normally like you die during one of these battles. It's more likely that another battle kills you, where like you just don't have enough antidotes for the poison, and then you're just kind of in trouble, and then it's kind of just this weird escalation of like, how do I get out of here? There's definitely that kind of a scenario occasionally. Bolt doesn't do too much, but I'm still going to use it. It's better than nothing. And then fire should finish him off. We should have gotten quite a bit of gil for this, actually. I think we have. Looks like just 1 battle, not 2 like I had thought. Alright, and then we're gonna make our way back to Elfheim, and then we're gonna end the video there. Watch me die on my way to Elfheim. That'll be the video. No, we don't need to. I was thinking if we wanted to burn an antidote there or not. I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. Man, this werewolf is just, he is living. He's not going down. These goblin guards, I tell you. See, I thought Marsh Caves. I totally thought it had like way more than just those 3 levels. I thought it had like 5 or 6, which is also why I didn't go so deep down. It's weird because like I'm a fairly cautious player, and then it's also coupled with like, oh, I think I remember that thing where it had those things, and then I'm wrong. But in my memory, I'm relying on that mostly because I'm like, you know, if it does have like 5 levels, I don't think I can survive going down all those levels. I think that's a little bit of a risk. And we'll get Orin punching. There's a lot of monsters around here. Alright, wolves don't deserve anything special. Like, they're very weak, so we just mow through them. Sometimes they flee, so there's that. Going all the way east. We're close. We see Alfheim. And we can also burst through the Wargwolves. We probably could use magic here, like it could be useful. I guess we probably should have, just because it's quicker. Like, we're not going to die here, but it's just a little bit quicker to go through with magic. And we're right outside town. I guess we probably need magic if we're going to use it. We need MP to use magic at least. We'll use the last of our bolts. And here we are, back at Alfheim. Fairly long video, 40 minutes. Well, that is going to end our Marsh Caves video. When you guys come back, we'll be playing some more. I don't know where. We might head west some more, or check in on the prince. The main thing is we got to figure out what we can do to wake him up, and what other hints we can follow. Thank you guys.